Hi, everyone, and welcome to Squashing Imposter Syndrome and all the other BS nonsense that goes on in our heads. So, I want to kick right into this. I want to dig right in and I want to help you implement some quick strategies because guess what? I've been there, done that. I personally have suffered from imposter syndrome and feeling not good enough my entire adult life and my childhood too. So here we go. Let's dig right in. So the first thing I want to ask you is how many of you are struggling with imposter syndrome, meaning you're feeling like you're not good enough? That's what it comes down to, feeling you're not good enough to show up for your business or to show up online or to show up in a relationship or to truly show up as your authentic self and do and be what the hell you want to do. I want you to drop me a hashtag live, hashtag replay. Tell me where you're watching from and if this resonates. Give me some love. Now, the first thing I learned after many years, it started out in childhood of always feeling less than, always feeling I wasn't pretty enough, skinny enough, smart enough, short enough, whatever, rich enough, born in the right, not enough from the right side of town, whatever it was debilitating for me. Finally, in my late 30s into my 40s, when I started to do some really heavy duty personal development work and dive in with my therapist, my healers, my mentors, in starting to heal my own traumas and work on my own shit, is where I started to learn that I actually was enough, and so are you. So let's get right in. You might want to take some quick notes because this will change your life. Number one, the most powerful 3 words that you can repeat to yourself, no matter where you are in your life, no matter what part of the journey you're on, is I am enough. Write it down. I want you to write it down right now. Now, the first step in this is, where is the not truth? Who told you you weren't good enough? Who made you feel like you weren't enough? It might have been parents, it might have been caregivers, it might have been family, friends, teachers. They do a lot of damage too. I'm sorry if there's any teachers watching this. The organized systems that we grow up in. When we're kids and we are told by someone we look up to that we're not enough in some way, this puts an imprint of trauma on us. Now, you could say, I used to think to myself, when my therapist first told me this and my mentor that I was working with, that, I was suffering of not being good enough, because when you think you're not good enough, it creates so many other problems. You get all these other symptoms, but I didn't even know that I thought I wasn't good enough because it was so buried in the subconscious. So my symptoms were, I stepped back from doing things I really wanted to do. I was non-confrontational. I would let people treat me like fucking shit. I would be a, mat. People would step on me, a floor mat. People would take advantage of me. I was always the good girl, the nice guy. You see where this is going? So the symptoms were, I felt like crap. I was in a bad marriage. I didn't feel strong enough, good enough, or worthy enough to get out of that marriage. It took me finally realizing my own worth to be able to process and move out of this. And you're probably laughing right now because if you know me, I'm a very powerful, empowered, really bulldozer kind of woman. But this is why these things need to be said, because it's a journey. I didn't get here overnight, guys. So that's why I'm here to help you. This is my mission. This is what Abundance and Clarity is all about, the new membership. We are working on these core issues to squash them, eradicate them, and move forward so you can show up as your best self in your life, in your business, and for your family. So I get passionate and crazy. Okay. So the first thing you need to do is, who told you the story? Write this down. Who told you the story? Who put this shit in your head? Now, this might trigger you when you do some of this healing work. Step 2 is going to be, okay, well, guess what? That story's not true. That's someone else's story. So step 2 is reaffirming and writing down that you are enough. You're skinny enough, you're pretty enough, you're tall enough, you're short enough, you cook good enough, you speak well enough, you look good enough, your hair's enough. Any single thing that you ever thought you weren't enough, turn that around. You are enough. Now remember, guys, it takes 21 days to change a habit. These are habits that were ingrained in us. These are beliefs. A belief is simply a thought, and a thought can be changed. But thoughts can be changed through repetitive, intentional action every day. So start really analyzing why you don't feel good enough. Is it your partner that makes you feel like you're not good enough? Is it your kids that make you feel like you're not good enough? Is it social media that makes you feel like you're not good enough? Social media and the internet is a huge one. That is triggering people for imposter syndrome. Now, for any of my entrepreneurs who are listening and you want to show up more as yourself, you want to show up online, you want to have the balls to say what you want to say, you want to show brand awareness and share your magic with the world, but you're afraid to get on camera. You're terrified of not looking perfect. You're afraid of someone seeing your wrinkles or your tooth that's not perfect or whatever the frig it is, or like, your little thing or my gray hair, whatever. This is an old story. And this is someone else's story. Because guess what? The right people will love you for just being you, and the wrong people will fall away. But if you don't show up for yourself and you stay hidden, you are being selfish because you're hiding your magic from the world. You're hiding yourself behind a wall of protection. Anything worth doing is uncomfortable. So let's write these down again. Number one is your awareness. So who told you the story of not being good enough? I know who told me those stories. They weren't intentional. I don't think they were intentional. They were from people that loved me. But unfortunately, through no fault of their own, those stories were embedded into me, right? So it took me realizing that, yes, I am enough. I'm enough in all ways. And when I accepted that I'm enough, and one exercise that I highly recommend is write down I'm enough everywhere in your room. Put it on a wall. Put it on your mirror in lipstick if you have to. Put it anywhere you need to see it. Put it on Post-it notes on your computer. The more you reiterate and remind yourself daily that you are enough, the stronger you'll become and the more you'll accept yourself. Number 3 is put down the goddamn bat. Put down the bat that you're beating the shit out of yourself with, okay? So we're going to put down the bat. That's the third thing you're going to do. Take the invisible bat, put it in the closet, or burn it in the fireplace. Do something with it, but get rid of it. If your bat's an aluminum bat, then you need to throw it out completely. We are not beating ourselves up anymore with the bat, okay? And be nice to yourself, because guess what? This was me, guys. I am here to share hope with you. I've been through this, and I am now on the other side. And I'm here to support you through this journey because it is simply a belief, and a belief can be changed, right? Remember, 21 days to change a habit, 21 days to change a thought pattern. Last but not least, which I am vigilant about this too, make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people who can support you on your journey. So pay attention to the 5 to 10 people that you hang around with daily. Are they making you feel good? Are they bringing joy into your life? Are they supportive? Can you be authentic? Can you be lighthearted? Could you share your good stuff with them? If the answer is no, then reevaluate how you're spending your time, reevaluate who you're spending your time with, and reevaluate who you're sharing your good stuff with. So follow these few tips to make really powerful changes in your life. But remember this, guys. If you don't do it, nothing's going to change. You can watch my videos every day. You can watch me on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast. You can watch me on TikTok, wherever it is you're watching. But if you do not commit to yourself, to take intentional action and start working on making these changes for yourself, which I know can be scary because change is not comfortable. That's normal and that's okay. Then nothing's going to change. So I want you to take action. I want you to love yourself a little more. And if you want more support with this, remember the doors are now open to abundance and clarity. It is the month-to-month membership. There is no commitment. You stay as long as you want. You leave when you want. You get 2 monthly live calls with me. You get live Q&A. We have a community. There's a resource center. Replays are accessible to you. This is the most high-value, affordable way to get my support in your journey in up leveling your mindset, your wealth mindset, loving yourself a little more, squashing imposter syndrome and the not good enough bullshit once and for all, and learning how to tap into your intuition so you can make better choices for yourself, your life, your business. It's a win-win. Links below or above this video. I cannot wait to see you on the inside. Register, check it out. You could stay a few weeks. Not your thing, you could leave. But guess what? You're not going to leave because you're going to love it. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Drop me some comments, share, like, and let me know what resonated with you the most. And let me know if you're going to take action once and for all.